Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions. And thank you again so much for our time together. It's going to be a beautiful weekend all day. I'm going to be teaching again out of the book of Acts, getting back into the injustice in Paul's life. We're going to be talking about how to recognize when people are attempting to solicit a bribe from you. And we're going to talk about what do you do when the pressure of bribery is placed upon you. It's a fun study. Right now, I want us to come back to Luke chapter 12, beginning with verse 13. Someone in the crowd said to him, "Teacher, tell my brother to divide the inheritance with me." Jesus replied, "Man, who appointed me a judge or an arbitrator between you?" Now, you need to understand, Jesus knew his role. His role wasn't to go around and fix everybody's problems. His role was not to go around and be the arbitrator in family squabbles. That was not his role. His role was not to, enforce laws. He said, "That's not my role." Then he said to him, "Watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. A man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions." Here's the truth I want you to see. Things do not define us. Let me say that again. Things do not define us. He said, now this is my role. My role is to teach you. Watch out for all kinds of greed. And remember, things don't define you. Well, a man's life does not consist in the abundance of his possessions. Things do not define you. It doesn't matter whether you have the inheritance or you don't have the inheritance. It doesn't change who you are. Now, brothers and sisters, money doesn't make a man. Money doesn't make a woman. Money can be an amplifier. It can show the pride, it can show the arrogance, or it can show the humility, and it can show the love, and can show the generosity. But money doesn't define who you are. Your heart defines who you are. I want to challenge you today. Yes, we believe in the principles of biblical prosperity. But one of the biblical principles of prosperity is Paul. He said, I know how to have plenty, and he said, I know how to have nothing. He said, whether I have plenty or whether I have nothing doesn't change who I am. Things don't define you. Your heart defines you. Maybe we should work just a little harder on our heart and maybe a little less hard on the accumulation of stuff.